Y'all find the numbers.
It's a stick in the middle. We can get it out.
I ain't got time to get out. Let's say numbers
16.
16. All right, y'all. So this is the Sabbath service, right? I'm gonna walk y'all through what we do at the Sabbath service. Sabbath service are different than class. So it ain't that much different, but it's more different. I think I went to the Hebrew class last night, right?
Right.
So Sabbath service is a good chance to learn to actually do the Hebrew in real time. So the stuff that you learn in Hebrew classes, well, we actually read Hebrew in Sabbath service. All right. So all the stuff that you was learning last night, you actually put it in play during Sabbath services because we read the Torah in Hebrew. All right. So y'all not gonna do that today because I know y'all not ready to do that right now. But that's what we do in the Sabbath service. We read the Torah in Hebrew. So everything mixes together. You'll learn about the law. Sabbath service is real deep because you learn about all the stuff, like all the classes that we do during the week. Sabbath service is all those classes put together. You know what I'm saying? So we learn the law, we learn, breakdowns and stuff like that, the stuff that happens, the foundation of what we know, we learn that in Sabbath service because it's all the law. The law is the foundation of everything that we do. All right, all of God's laws, the commandments, they're found inside of the Torah. So you're going to learn the foundation in Sabbath service. All right, so Sabbath service, you probably never thought about it like that either.
No, that's exactly what it
Yeah,
is.
Sabbath service is just all the classes put together in one. All right, so we're gonna read. We read the prayers. We got prayers that we read before the service, right? So like numbers.
Right.
Number 16. We got prayers that we read before the service, and then we'll get off into the service. What was number 16? And it's like, what do you think we ended at?
Let me make sure.
We'll start at 27. Inside, okay, I know we passed that. There's a new thing. Sentiment to do these works. Okay, so we're at the final faces. Separate yourself from another congregation, not by consume them. I believe he said that. No speaking to Moses, speaking to God, or get out from the rest of the roles. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Is the
We stopped at 21.
Not the past one.
I'm saying that's the last one.
That's the last one. Okay. All right. Is the L?
I'll turn it on.
Yeah, good. Y'all hot?
Yeah, I'm
It's kind of, you straight?
Yeah, I'm good though.
It's kind of warm up here. What was
It was off.
when you cut it on, what was the temperature?
They set for 65. I don't know what the room temperature
Cut
is.
it. Cut it at about 72. So it won't freeze over.
Got a tissue.
Yeah, I got you.
So we got like traditions that we do. We'll blow the shofar. This is a shofar right here. All right, this is we'll blow the shofar, and we'll we salute the Torah, we blow shofar, we drink wine also. So the brother, whoever comes up, we salute the brother, and the brother drink wine to the people. All right, he'll drink wine, drink a little wine, and then he'll salute the people. All right, it's and then we'll read. You're not, like I said, y'all can just watch us do it today until y'all get get built up enough to be able to do it also. All right. You ready?
Okay.
You know, go spot. Okay. Turn.
La Yashal.
Soft. All right. All right. So I'm gonna Imagine means to stand up. So both of y'all stand. You're gonna grab those prayers that we got right there. You should have one by your seat. All right. Imagine means to stand. Wapanya Hakwadar means to turn and face the east. It's this way right here. You face this way. And we're gonna say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Wadash.
Wadash.
Hayat.
Hayat.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Malakwaka.
Taba'at.
Taba'at.
Ratzazayat.
Ratazayim.
Hayat.
Hayat.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ma'aratzazayat.
Ma'aratzazayim.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayat.
Hayat.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Thunanawa.
Thunanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Kal.
Kal.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalaknawa.
Wasalaknawa.
Kabawafnawa.
Kabawafnawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kabawafayanawa.
Kabawafyanawa.
Wala'at.
Wala'at.
Dabayanawa.
Tabayanawa.
Banasayawa.
Banasayawa.
Abba.
Abba.
Awashanawa.
Awashanawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Right.
Right.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Lakak.
Lakak.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Waha'ala.
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 Wahatapara.
La'aiwalonga.
La'aiwalonga.
Aman.
Amen. The Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be
Thy
done
will be done
in earth
earth
as it is in
as
heaven.
it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily
our
bread.
daily bread.
Forgive us of our debts.
Forgive our
As we
debts.
forgive our
As
debtors.
we forgive our
Lead us
debts.
not into
Lead
temptation,
us not into
but
temptation.
deliver us from evil.
Deliver us from
For
evil.
thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom
and the power,
and the power
and the glory,
and the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. So be it.
All right, so now we're going to read the Hakak. Now we're going to stand up the whole time. Now we're going to read the Hakak, right? The power is 2 pages down. You'll see it. All right, you start.
The power in Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Baba Kashai.
Baba Washah.
Lathananaw.
Lathananaw.
Hakak.
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 Larapa'ah.
Larapa'ah.
Kal Maka'ala.
Kal Maka'ala.
Kal Matawak.
Makar Marawa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazari.
Hamatazari.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Lahakwayim.
Lahakwayim.
Hamafim.
Hamati.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Al-Rakawak.
Al-Rakawak.
Hatama'ala.
Hatama'ala.
Lagarshan.
Lagarshan.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Tawara'aman.
The water of mine. All right, the power in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the
The
liver.
power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the
The
dead.
power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you so be.
Thank you so much. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
All.
Ahari.
Ahari. Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayah.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Isaiah.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayim.
Shamayim.
Ba'aratazah.
Ba'aratazah.
All your fun.
Ayatah.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
All Yanawam.
Ayatah.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hanaya.
Hana.
Salakia. Hana.
Hana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashah.
Yayashah.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'Allah.
Yasha'Allah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazaka.
Tazaka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamah.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ayakaka.
Hankaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka. Makal Rai.
Makara.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Afnapash.
Astapasta.
Yahweh.
Yah.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza Afaka.
Tazata.
Waba Wa'aka.
Wa'aka.
Ma'aika.
Ma'aita.
Wa'ayra Walum.
Wa'ai Avalon. Alright. Psalm chapter 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help comes from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yashar'Allah
he that keepeth Yashar'Allah
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is the shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth,
From this time forth,
and even forevermore.
even forevermore.
Good job, guys.
Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
All the Maya Lakat.
All the Maya Lakah.
All Bakarash.
All Thakarash.
All Dashaquat.
All Thachakwa.
All
All
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Wabika.
Awadi.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yomon.
Wamashanayaka.
Wamashanayaka.
Nasha Alba.
Nasha Alba.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Alamaka.
Alamaka.
Yaira Yumwa.
Yaira Yumwa.
Sawad.
So what?
Wayataya Watazawa.
Wayatai wa Atazawa.
Aitaza Pamaka.
Atazapamaka.
Amarwa.
Amara.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakayadim.
Wanakayadim.
Magoya.
Magari.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'al.
Shem Yasha'Allah.
Iwad.
Iwad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Atazawa.
Lawa Atazawa.
La.
La.
Yakadwa.
Yakab.
Al Yakat.
Ayakab.
Baryaf.
Barya.
Yakarafwa.
Yakaratwa.
Ahoya.
Ahoya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashama Ali.
Wayashama Ali.
Mawa Abba.
Mawa Abba.
Wahagaryam.
Lahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa I'm a one.
Wa Amawan.
Wa I'm a lock.
Wa Amalak.
Palashaf.
Palashah.
I'm Yashabia.
I'm Yashabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Dam Ashawar.
Ram Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Garawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarwawa.
Zarawa.
Abaya Lawat.
Ayalawa.
Salat.
Salah.
Aishalahum.
Ashalaham.
Kamadi.
Kamali.
Kasaya Sora.
Kasaya Sarah.
Kayabi.
Kayab.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kwayashwan.
Kwayashwa.
Salaki. Nashamagwa.
Nashamagwa.
Ba'ayan.
Ba'ayan.
Da'ara.
Da'ara.
Hawa. Haya. Salaki. Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Adama.
La Adama.
Shayatumwa.
Shayabama.
Nariyabumwa.
Nariyabama.
Kayara.
Ka'ara.
Wakasa'aba.
Wakaza'aba.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Wakatazomina.
Wakatazamina.
Call Nasayakumwa.
Ka'anasayakuma.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amar.
Nayarasha.
Nayarasha.
Nalawat.
Na-
Lanawat.
Na'awa.
As.
Ah.
Na'awat.
Na'awa.
Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Alahayat,
Alahayat,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagagala,
Kagagala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya Rakat,
Lapanya Rakat,
Kaash,
Ka'ash,
Saba Ira,
Taba Ira,
Ira,
Ya'ira,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalahaba,
Dalahat,
Dalahat,
Haryam,
Haryam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradama,
Taradama,
Basa Ira,
Basa Ira,
Wabasa Wafa,
Wabasa Wafa,
Dabahol,
Tabahari,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panya Hum,
Panyaham,
Kuala One,
Kuala One,
Wayabakwash,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shimkat,
Shamkar,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabash,
Yabasha,
Wayabahol,
Wayabahar,
Aya Ai,
Aya Ai,
Wayakapor,
Wayakapar,
Waya Abad,
Wayabad,
Waya the Iwa,
Wayada Iwa,
Kayat,
Kaya,
Afa,
Atah,
Shimkat,
Shamkar,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labaka,
Labaka,
Al Yawan,
Ayawan,
Al Kaha Ratazah.
Alright, good job, y'all. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O power.
Keep not thou silence, O power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O power.
And be not still, O power.
For lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden
And
ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
let us cut them off from being a nation.
let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more remembered.
may be no more remembered.
For they are consulted together with one consent.
For they are consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacles of
and
Edom
the Ishmaelites
and the
of
Ishmaelites
Moab
of Moab
and the
and
Hagarenes,
the Hagarites,
Gabal
Gabal
and Ammon
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
Amalek,
the
the
Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Ashur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them as unto the Midianites,
do unto them as to the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
at
Kasan,
the brook of Kasan,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung before the earth.
Make their nobles like Orel
Make the nobles like a real,
and like Zael.
and like Zael.
Yea,
Yea,
all the princes as Zabah
all the princes as Zabah
and as Amunah,
and as Amun,
who said,
who said,
let us take ourselves the house of God in possession.
let us take ourselves the house of God in possession.
Oh, my power,
Oh my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as stubborn before the wind,
and stubble before the wind,
and fire burning for wood,
as fire burns the wood,
and as flames set up the mountains on fire.
as the flame that set up the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy
that
name.
they may seek thy name.
Oh, Yahweh,
Oh Yahweh,
let them be confounded and troubled forever.
let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame and perish.
let them be put to shame and
That
perish,
men may know
that men may know
that thou whose name alone is Yahweh
that thou whose name alone is Yahweh
are the most high over all the earth.
are the most high over all the earth. The blessings in the Hebrew. Barak,
Barak,
Atah,
Atah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Why Yahweh Shai,
why Yahweh Shai,
Why Maki Allah,
why Maka Allah,
Why Alahayim,
why Alahayim,
Matazabia,
Batazagir,
Alawak,
Alawak,
Yohana,
Yahana,
Ha Alawapim,
Ha Alawapim,
Ha Saranya,
Ha Saranya,
Ha Quatazanya,
Ha Katazalim,
Ha Kayayalim,
Ha Kayayalim,
Why Ha Adwafim,
why Ha Agwathim,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashim,
Bahashim,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shai,
Waraman.
the Wada Aman. The blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh,
and Yahweh Shai,
and Yahweh Shai,
and Michael,
and Michael,
and the angels,
and the angels,
commanded to Yahana,
Commander Yahweh,
generals,
generals,
the captains,
captains,
the officers,
the officers,
the troopers,
the troopers,
and the sisters.
and the sisters.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai.
in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai.
in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now,
Listen to us now,
right now.
right now.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
and punishment and destruction
to the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against
that
us,
speak against us,
thy prophets and thy teachers,
thy prophets and thy teachers,
thy princes and thy priests,
the princes Israelite brothers in the school.
Sent evils and curses.
Sent evils and
And
curses.
punishment and destruction.
And punishment and
To
destruction.
the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel.
And shake loose the treasures of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches into thy sanctuary.
Force their riches into that sanctuary.
Sent evils and curses.
Sent evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and
To
destruction.
the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And they nation and they drug dealers.
And they nation and they drug.
They court system.
They court system.
They prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All governments of our enemies.
All governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and arms.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam. Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse
The
Comitatus.
gay movement.
The gay
The
movement.
lesbian
The
movement.
lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of
Workers of
witchcraft.
witchcraft.
NASA Space
NASA
Program.
Space Program.
Army.
Army.
The Navy.
The Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
And the airwaves.
The cable access channel.
Cable access
And
channel.
the radio
And
channel.
the radio channel.
Convict the spirit of any of thy people
Convict the spirit of any of thy people
that seek to stop us
that seek to stop us
and bring swift destruction
and bring us to destruction
to all the heathens
to all the
that
heathen
stand in the way
that stand in the way
and try to stop
that's
us
trying to stop us
from broadcasting your words
broadcasting your word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the
Let
plagues.
loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro
Cause them to go to and
through
fro
the earth and consume
through
them.
the earth and consume them.
Let the plague shake the house of the thieves and the murderers.
Let the plague shake the house of the thieves and the murderers.
Let Yahweh shout,
Let Yahweh shout.
Michael,
Michael
and Gabriel
and Gabriel
come down with the flying saucer
come down with the flying
and
saucer.
punish all the heathen
Punish all the
that
heathen
come up against us
that come up against
as we
us
speak thy word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all
Cause it to be known by all
that it is the angels that have done
that
it.
it's the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread throughout the media,
Cause it to be spread throughout the media,
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Sar means to turn. Yeshabah means to have a seat. All right, y'all. Get the Lord a hand, man. That's Sabbath service, man. All right? Sabbath service, man, that we do. What we do in here, we read the Torah in the Hebrew, and we also read the Torah. And for y'all who don't know what the Torah is the first 5 books, right? These are what they call the books of Moses. All right. So the first 5 books in the Bible, when you open up the Bible, in Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Those are the first 5 books, right? Those are the foundation. Everything that you want to know about being an Israelite are found in the first 5 books of the Bible, or what we call the Bible. All right. In Hebrew, it's called the Torah. All right. Actually, in Hebrew, it's Torah. Torah. That means the Torah. All right. Torah. You didn't even know that, did you?
No, I did.
No, okay.
The law.
That's Torah.
Torah.
Law. We got a brother named in the school too named Torah. You know what I'm saying? It means the law. But this we read the first 5 books in the Hebrew, and then we'll read the first 5 books in the English, because everybody don't speak Hebrew, so you gotta translate it. All right, and that's what we do on the Sabbath day. The Sabbath day is meant for. It was a day that the Lord said shall be separate from other days. All right, so like your first 6 days you have, those are just regular days. But the Sabbath day is a day that's separate from those days. All right, it's a day that is holy unto the Lord above all of those other, above Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You know what I'm saying? The Sabbath day is the holy day for the Lord. All right, on that day, what he just tell us to not do any servile work on that day. Servile work means to go and work for somebody. All right, so that's a day that we don't work on. All right, we don't work on the Sabbath. We can work 6 days a week, but that one day shall be a day of rest. Find it for me in the scripture. I'm gonna read it to the brother.
I believe it's
That's in Leviticus 23.
Yeah, you started. Yeah, you do. That's 23 and 3. That's what it is.
Okay. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest.
All right, so the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest. All right, Sabbaths are 24 hours, right? So it would be we start off on Friday at sundown. All right, from Friday sundown until Saturday sundown. That's the Sabbath. That's the Sabbath day. All right, days start at the end at sundown. That's when days actually start. All right, at sundown. We start our day when we see the sun up. All right, but in reality, the days start when the sun goes down. When the sun goes down, that's the beginning of the new day. All right, until the next sundown. So when you see the sun come up, you're actually in the middle of the day. Hold on. Okay. So, yeah, so that's really when the day starts. So it's not a day of, some religious day where, you can't do nothing on that day. You might heard, how y'all find out about Israelites?
Dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Okay, so what, okay, your dad, so he know about it or he's
The Sabbath, the Ashbet.
yeah, your daddy know about ISBK, right?
Yeah, right.
All right, so a lot of other groups, ISBK, for y'all don't know, ISBK is the original Israelite group. All right, we started the whole movement that you might see, the so-called Hebrew Israelite movement. All right, it started right here in the ISBK. All of these like different groups you might see out here that say that they're Israelite groups, or some those are people who just say that they're Israelites and say that they from a certain tribe and stuff like all that come from the ISBK. All right, so y'all are in the right place. You know what I'm saying? This is where it started at. This is the original, we still hold on to all the original teachings and, all the original things that the traditions and things that started it off, right? And you might see some of these we call them fake Israelite groups. So you might see some of these fake Israelite groups who try to mimic the things that we do, or they'll change things. So you might see them on the Sabbath where they don't like eat cooked food, or what I'm saying, because they say that that's servile work for some reason. I don't know how it is, but that's what they say. That it's servile work. So you might see them. They don't do what else they don't do on the Sabbath. They don't go buy nothing from the stores or nothing. They eat cold cuts every for the whole Sabbath, which is crazy. They go. I don't even. Do they take baths on the Sabbath? I don't even think they take baths on the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying?
That's work.
You know what I'm saying? They might look at that as work. Combing their hair. I don't know, man. But I do know that they look at a lot of things, religiously. They look at it like, okay, we can't do this on the Sabbath. We can't do this on the Sabbath. That's not what the Lord said. The Lord said that the Sabbath is a day of rest. You can do whatever you want to do. And what we're resting from is work, servile work. All right, that's what you're resting from. It was like the children of Israel, right, when they was in Egypt. And the whole reason why the Most High, well, I won't say the whole reason, but one of the reasons why the Most High wanted to separate, to get the children of Israel out of Egypt, is because they was slaves. They were slaves in Egypt. So they was working them to death and wasn't giving them a day off. So Moses went to the Pharaoh and asked him, man, look, can we go and, serve our God for 3 days? For 3 days out in the wilderness, and we'll come back and we'll go back to work. And he was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't go. You got to work 7 days a week. If it was up to our oppressors, we'd be working 7 days a week, with no breaks and, just breaking our backs to work and build up their kingdom. But the children of Israel wanted a break. And the Lord, Moses went and was trying to get them a break, and they couldn't get a break. So that was one of the reasons why the Most High took them away from there, so they would be able to serve Him. Because if we don't get a day off to serve the Most High, then we won't ever serve Him because we too busy working. And when we get our work, we go to sleep. So this is one of the things that the Lord didn't want you to put, your daily affairs and make all of your daily affairs, greater than serving Him. All right, so He gave us a day of rest. That's today. That's our Sabbath. That's what we got. So we can remember that, at least one day out the week, we can actually think of the Most High, keep Him in our mind, and probably pray, do some, some praises, and do some good works on that day, in the name of the Most High. All right, so that's why we go to camps on Saturdays. We go, or Friday. Sometimes we go on Friday nights. We'll go to camps, or we'll go do food drives. You know what I'm saying? We'll go do clothing drives. We do, go do a lot of good works on the Sabbath day, because the Most High is the one who gets the glory for those works. You know what I'm saying? During the week, whatever work we do, we doing it for, the white man, or whoever it is that we working for. But on the Sabbath day, the works that we do is definitely for the Lord. All right. So, this is what we do over here. I know y'all probably got some questions y'all want. I know y'all got a whole lot of questions. I know when I came in, I had a million questions. I want to know every damn thing. Hey man, what's this about? Why y'all do this? What I was asking a million questions. And that's a good thing to ask questions, man. Don't never think that you can't ask no questions. That's a real good thing. Because it shows that you got zeal. And it shows that you really want to learn and really want to know how to properly serve the Most High. All right, so questions are good. I see y'all got your all black. Get a brother in, man. You got your all black on. You know what I'm saying? That's, did anybody tell you why we wore the all black?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you didn't know it?
No, I just can't retain the information they did.
Okay, all right, so we wore the all black. All the brothers who come into the school, right? If you want to be a part of the school and be a part of the, what we're doing, we have a trooper program. So you want to be a part of, in the trooper program, you wear all black. So the all black signifies you shedding yourself from the world. All right. So, once you become a trooper, you still wearing all black. And then when you become an officer, if you make it to an officer or you want to be an officer, then you can wear whatever you want to wear. All right. But you still shedding yourself from the world as a young man and as a trooper. You shedding yourself from the world, so you'll be wearing all black up to them. We all had to do it. Commanding General Hunter had to do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had to do it. I wore, I'm telling you how much I wore. I wore all black when I became an officer. I was still wearing all black. You know what I'm saying? I just got so used to wearing it. You know what I'm saying? That I was still wearing the all black when I became an officer. That was still my favorite thing to wear. All right, so I still do it to this day. You know what I'm saying? But this is a good thing, man, because you get to, people see you and they see that you don't have your mind set on worldly things. You ain't coming in with your, trying to be the cleanest and look good. And you know what I'm saying? You actually trying to shed yourself. You humbling yourself and shedding yourself from the world. And that's very important in doing the work of the Lord, and being an Israelite. That you have to shed. That's the Most High is like, we get our main issue that we have with serving our God is that we prefer to serve other gods before Him. You do what I'm saying? That's his main problem with us. We can't get away from serving the white man or the Asian man or the Chinese, whoever it is. We can't get away from serving them to serve our God. We choosing them over our God. And when you coming into this truth, you got your all black on, man. That's you saying, that's your admitting that you want to serve your God. And that's very important for brothers to do, man. Y'all, I commend y'all brothers for even coming through this door. That's the hardest part of it.
Right.
The hardest part of being in the truth is actually being in the truth. Mm-hmm. Is to walk through the doors and be like, look, man, I'm here. I want to learn. Teach me everything I need to know. I want to change my life. And I'm telling you, man, it will change your life. Y'all from Nashville?
Yeah.
Both y'all, what part of Nashville y'all from?
Nah, it is.
From out east?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's y'all from out east. I used to be out east too. I'm from Nashville too. I'm older than y'all, so y'all, you know what I'm saying? But nigga, I was around Center Court, you know what I'm saying?
And that's my dad from.
That's your dad from Center Court.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I used to be out there. I used to be, I had some family stayed over in the bottom, over in Silverdine. I had family stayed over there. You know, I'm from Nashville. I'm a real Nashville. Right? So, yeah, man, I was around, you know, I've been around for a long time, man. And I just love to see brothers, you know, who, especially from Nashville, who want to, you know, change their lives, man, because I know how these streets do it. You know, a lot of people who ain't from Nashville, they really don't know about Nashville, you know what I'm saying? But I know how these streets do us, man. And I'm just glad to see y'all brothers here. And this is a good spot for y'all to be, man. Because y'all going to grow. You're gonna be way wiser than any brother you know, especially your age. How old are you?
I'm 23.
23, how old are you? 21. Oh yeah, man. Y'all gonna be way wiser than all the people y'all know. But I'm gonna tell you something. One of the things that's gonna happen though is you're gonna end up losing friends. You're gonna end up losing family. I'm just giving you I'm just telling you the honest God truth. What's gonna happen? You're gonna end up losing friends. You're gonna end up losing family because it's things that the Lord requires of us that everybody else won't be able to do. You know what I'm saying? The strength that you're going to gain in here and the things that you're going to be doing in here, other people going to look at you like you're crazy. Because they ain't going to understand why you don't want to get high no more. They ain't going to understand why you don't want to, celebrate birthdays and holidays. Because that's stuff that the Most High is against. All right? But we got days to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? We got our days that we celebrate and the things that we do. You know, my children, I got children, they don't celebrate, holidays and other stuff. You dig what I'm saying? But we all got other things that we celebrate that the Most High agree with. And man, I'm telling you, man, this is going to change your life. You're going to be just, like I said, smarter and wiser. And you're going to have more opportunities in life. Because there's so many brothers in here who got different talents and different things that they do, and they be able to share them with you. So it's gonna be stuff you're gonna learn and stuff, life lessons and life things you're gonna learn. There's a lot of brothers in here, y'all age. You know what I'm saying? I got one of the brothers down in Chattanooga right now. He how old about that?
He younger than me, 20.
20.
21. He just turned
21.
21.
Yeah, by about 21. We got a lot of brothers in the school though, y'all age, or younger, and those brothers, man, excelling in life. You know what I'm saying? What made y'all want to come? I know you heard about it from your dad, but what made y'all actually really want to come and try to do this?
When we found out the school was dying.
You found out?
On a personal note, I feel myself like losing my weight, and now like it's only one thing that can help me, So it's like, here we are.
Okay. So you just want to change your life.
Yeah, I did.
You're tired of living how you was living.
Right.
Okay. That is the beginning of success, man. Yeah. That is you can use that as fuel to never go back to live that way. All right. I had that was the same reason I wanted to. I was just tired of living the way I was living. And I was like, man, I just need something that's gonna change me. And this is what the Lord pointed me to. You know what I'm saying? I ended up coming here, and man, it was the best thing I ever done in my life. I've done a whole lot of stuff in my life, but this was the best thing that I've actually ever done in my life. To where I used to think that, if I die, you know how you die, and then y'all have been to a funeral before.
Yeah.
All right, so you know how you go to a funeral, man, and then they be reading the eulogy. So they tell you about all the stuff you done all your life and how good of a person you was or whatever. And I was just thinking, man, if they was to read my eulogy, what would they be saying? If I was to die, this is why I was in the world, this before I came into the truth. If I was to die today, what would my eulogy say? What could they possibly say about my eulogy? You know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking, man, I had so much, it would all be bad. It wouldn't be like nobody saying nothing good about me because I was just doing so much bad. So it wouldn't be, and I didn't want to die like that. I didn't want to die, knowing that I've been on earth this long and they did nothing with my life. You know what I'm saying? But did evil and wicked and all this, and I didn't want to die like that. So that was one of the main things that drove me to want to change my life. You know what I'm saying? And now, if they write a eulogy about me, what they gonna say? Man, he was a precinct officer in the ISBK. I was an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? I'm a business owner. I was, it's a lot. I got so many different positive things. I'm a, father, husband. You know what I'm saying? I got so many powerful, positive things that they can say about me now. But that was all because I made that decision to come into the action. And now, that's where, we go from now. And so you brothers, man, you done a wise thing. I don't even know if y'all even understand what y'all have done. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know the magnitude of it. But y'all have done something that's incredible, man, that the average person can't do. You know how many people I done talked to? I'm going to let you talk to the brothers too. You know how many people I done talked to, man, that said they was coming into the school, right, and never came. I mean, these brothers who had all the zeal in the world, man, hey, man, I'm finna, come here. I'm tired. I want to change my life. I want to do this, do that. And I'm like, all right, man, just come to class. All you got to do is start off just coming to class. That's how you start. And brothers don't come to class. Some brothers I done seen said that, man, and died. You know what I'm saying? Them brothers dead because the Lord was giving them an opportunity and showing them a way out, and they didn't take it. And they went back to still doing what they was doing and ended up getting killed doing what they was doing. And didn't take the opportunity that the Lord was giving them to change. This is an opportunity, man, to change your life, to get right with the Most High. This ain't the Christian church. We're not going to be in here, ain't no faggots in here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't finna be in here twirling around and, doing none of that old gay stuff in here. These brothers in here are strong, powerful brothers. And they mean. You know what I'm saying? And the women are women in here. So it's not going to be, something that you just come in here and halfway do it. You're going to have to fully be committed to doing this. And when you're fully committed to doing it, the Lord going to be fully committed into changing things in your life, man. And that's just the truth of the matter. I can take my word for it or you don't. I just hope that you listen and don't be like those brothers who didn't listen and are dead now. So, go ahead, brother. I know the brother got some stuff he want to say to you too.
I don't got too much more to say different. There really ain't nothing really to say different. Everything he said is exactly how it is. You made the hardest decision. You did the hardest part by walking through the door. Now it's about being consistent and staying in here. It's not just proving to us that you want to be here. You're proving to the Most High that He chose right by choosing you,
right,
by sending you on this path through that door. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't always gonna be easy, but it's a change that's worth making. You know what I'm saying? Versus the violence that you didn't experience in your life, the addiction that you didn't experience, the people that you surround yourself with. It's all like the brother was saying. You don't want to be remembered for that negative. You know what I'm saying? You want to be remembered for the positive thing that you did. What can you say that you've done? And it starts by you changing yourself. You got brothers, like he said, you meet brothers on the slave or at the job or whatever that say that I'm gonna come. They say I'm gonna come. I meet brothers all the time that got so much wisdom. They done read so many books. They real true historians, but they choose that they don't want to serve under no man. They don't want to follow direction. They don't want to follow order. And that's one of the biggest things that plague us as a people, especially black men, young black men, is a lack of discipline. And here you're gonna get discipline. It's gonna be for your benefit though. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's all I got.
Yep. And you're gonna find out, your friends who you thought was your friends, they really ain't your friends. You gonna find that out. I'm just telling you now, man. Just prepare yourself. You're gonna find out the brothers you thought you done grew up with your whole life and thought, these my niggas. And you're gonna find out, man, how much they really ain't your niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like you doing something different. It was like, and I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna use me for example, right? I remember I got brothers that I grew up with. When I say brothers, they just my homies. You know what I'm saying? I got homies I grew up with, for years. I'm talking, we was ace boom coon for 20 years. And then, you know, the moment I quit getting high was the moment they quit being my friend. So now I think about it, you know, why was you around in the first place? All the time, but we've been doing all this together and all these other things together. And then now I don't do that no more. And now, you know, when I quit getting high, that's when the brother was like, man, you know, I started seeing brothers falling out. So really they was there for what? What was they really there for?
To get out.
To get high. That was it. And I was thinking that these really my niggas, but in reality, the nigga was just there to get high. You know what I'm saying? I had the weed, you know what I'm saying? I was selling weed, so I had the weed, you know what I'm saying? So niggas was always around. So, but when a nigga was quit doing all that, well, they quit being around. You dig what I'm saying? And then you start to see how many people who really love you, because if they really love you, they really want to see you do good in life. You dig what I'm saying? So when you see people who when you doing bad, they all around you and celebrating you, but then when you start doing good in life, then they start hating you. So that lets you know who, if they really was your friend or not. Because you really want, if you're a friend, you want to see your friends do good, right? You want to see your friends do good. You don't want to hate your friend because he, you know, trying to be a father to his children now. I'm mad at you because you want to be a father to your children now. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad at you because, you know, you want to, you know, go get an education or go to college or something, do something positive in your life. So now I'm mad at you for that. I would rather for you to be around me getting high and doing nothing. You know, that's just letting you know, man, that, you know, who your real friends are. And you're going to see all that. You're going to learn all of that, you know, and hopefully, you know, you don't choose to, hopefully you'll choose the new life over your old life. I think that's the best way I can put it. That you will choose your new life and your new family over your old life and your old family. Because the ones who really, if they really love you, they would love to see you doing better in life. Being around people, you know, they say that, you know, it's a saying, you know, you be who you're around, what is that?
You are the company.
You are the company that you keep. You know what I'm saying? If you're around positive people, you're gonna be positive. You're around negative people, well, you're gonna be negative. So, you know, all I can say is like Moses said, man, you know, I'm giving you life and death today. Choose life. Don't choose death. All right. Anything y'all want to say? Y'all, I know y'all got some questions. Come on, bring y'all questions, man.
I've been asking questions for days.
Okay, come
on.
You ain't got none today? Man, you ain't asked me no questions, though. I ain't got no questions, y'all.
I have a question. It's just gonna be like about the Bible.
Well, come on with it. That's what we here for. That's what we here for.
About what we're reading today, I kind of read it, but it'd be hard for me to retain information. But I'm like, is all that still going on to this very day?
What, the things that we read inside the scriptures?
Yeah, now I'm talking about like numbers.
In Numbers?
You talking about specifically where we are?
Yeah, because I had read some of it, but like I didn't know the meaning of it, so like I couldn't really like.
Oh, okay. So is that the only question you got right now?
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
They build up.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna read Numbers in the Hebrew, right? And then we're gonna read it in the Torah. I mean, we're gonna read it in the English. And then when we read it in English, I'm gonna break down what it means inside of them. So that's what we do in here. We break down all the scriptures and give you and let you know exactly what it means and what's going on inside of it. All right, like I was saying, all of the classes are mixed in one class today. All right, so I'm gonna end up breaking it down for you anyway, you know, in Numbers. But if to answer your question before we get started, yes, it's still happening today. People are still going. So what was happening in right here in this chapter, it was brothers who was going up against Moses. Moses was the one that God chose to lead the people. All right, he chose Moses, and he told Moses to get his brother Aaron, and his Aaron was going to be the one who speaks to the people. All right, Moses would get the word, he'd give it to Aaron, Aaron get to the people. All right, so what was happening was they were coming up against Moses and Aaron because they felt like Moses wasn't the only one who God was speaking to. All right. It was like, well, we doing all the work. Well, that means that God's speaking to us too. All right. And Moses was like, so they was telling Moses, how is you going to be the one? How are you putting yourself up on a pedestal like you all this and that when God speaks, God, we doing the work of God too. All right. So this was an argument that they was having. And Moses, didn't want them to have this argument because he knew that God was going to be on his side. You know what I'm saying? And kill the ones who was going up against the ones who God chose. See, this is some of the things you don't learn in the church too. God, the Most High, is what they call him a terrible power. All right, that means that he does a lot of killing. You know who do the most killing inside the Bible? God. He does the vast majority of all the killing in the Bible. All right, and Moses was telling them, man, I don't want y'all to be coming up against me because you're not really coming up against me. You're coming up against the Most High. When you're trying to fight me, well, you're actually fighting the Most High. So yes, this is still going on today. We got brothers and sisters who leave the school or just start their own groups and stuff and say the same thing, man. God, ISBK ain't the only truth. We all got the truth. They say the exact same thing that they're saying in Moses' time. And a lot of those groups are being destroyed for that. And also you might have brothers, people in the world who might try to come up against us also. They're not really coming up against us though. They're coming up. We just a representative of the Most High. So when they're trying to fight us, they're actually trying to fight the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no power to fight them back. The Most High does all the power to fight them back. He's the one who destroys them and all the things you might see. I seen a brother at camp. He was coming up against a brother one time, man, and he ended up having a heart attack right there at camp. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's stuff like that happens. They think that they're going up against the ISBK, but actually they're going up against the Lord because we just work for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. We just doing the work of the Lord. So there's this stuff is real. It's not no fairy tales. It ain't. This plays out in everyday. We see it in everyday events. All right. So, but we're gonna read. That was the only question you had though, right?
Yeah.
Right now.
Right now.
All right. You had more questions either. Back up. All right. So you young man number one back there. You young man number two. All right. I'm gonna start calling y'all young man one and young man two. All right. Read from the Torah.
God, it's the book of Numbers, chapter 16 and verse, what we at, 20.
After class too, I'm gonna send y'all the Torah in the Hebrew. All right, y'all got an email address?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna email it to you so y'all can have that. So you can have the Torah in the Hebrew. All right, so you can just go over and look at it. It lines straight up with the Torah, with the Bible. So it's the same thing. It's just in Hebrew. All right, but we're gonna read. We're gonna read number 16 and 21.
We start 21.
What was you starting at?
22. You finished 21.
Okay, we'll start at 22.
This Numbers chapter 16 and verse 22 in the Hebrew. Waya Paul Pawa Al Panyahum Waya Amarwa All Alahayim Salaki Alahaya Hara Wakakath Lakala Bashar Ha-Ayash Akkad Yakata'a Wa'al Kal Ha-Ida Fakwa Tazapa. Verse 23. Waya Dabar Yahweh All Musha La Amar. Verse 24. Dabar All Ha'ida La Amar Ha'al Ha'awa Masaba Yaba Lamashakan Kwarak the Dathan, Wa'ab, Salaki, Wa'aba, Yarum, Wa'aba Yarum, verse 25, Wayaquam, Mashah, Wayalak, all, Dathan, Wa'aba Yarum, Wayalakwa, Akar, Yawa, Zaquanya, Yasha'ala, verse 26. Wayadabar, all, Ha'ida, La'amar, Sawa, Rawa, Na'a, Ma'al, Ahoya, Ha'anashim, Harash, Hara, Sha'ayam, Ha'ala, Wa'al, Faga'aiwa, Bakal, Ashar, Lahum, Pan, Thasa, Thasapwa, Bakal, Kata Amat, Kata Athum, verse 27. Waya Alwa,
Read through 20.
Ma'al, Mashakan, Kwarak, Dathan, Wa'a Bayarum, Masa Bayaba, Wadath, Wadathan, Wa'ab Yarum, Yataza Awa, Yataza Awa, Nataza Bayam, Pathak, Alahayim, Wanash Yahum, Waban Yahum, Watapam, Watapam. You said through 28?
Yeah.
Verse 28. Waya Amar, Mashah, Baza'ath, Fada Iwan, Kaya, Yahweh, Shalak Naya, La'ishwath, Ath, Kal, Hama'ishim, Ha'ala, Kaya, La'ah, Malabia. All right. It's Numbers chapter 16 and verse 22 in the English. And they fell upon their faces and said, O God, the God of the spirits of flesh, of all flesh. Now this Numbers chapter 16 and verse 20 in the English. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, and unto Aaron, saying, verse 21, separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment.
All right, so the Lord wanted to, he was telling Moses and Aaron, so they was down there arguing with those brothers who was coming up against Moses and Aaron, right? So the Lord came and spoke to Moses and Aaron and told them to separate themselves from those brothers. So telling them that they need to move. All right, move away from these brothers, because I'm going to kill these brothers, you know what I'm saying, for trying to come up against y'all. Or in reality, they trying to come up against me. All right, so he was telling them, move that I may consume them in a moment. All right, keep reading.
Verse 22, and they fell upon their faces and said, O God, the God of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin, and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation?
So he was like, man, you know, don't kill everybody because of what these dummies is doing. All right. So they was, you know, he was pleading with the Lord to not destroy the whole congregation just because of these two, you know, it's two dummies trying to come up against, you know, the Most High. All right, keep reading.
Verse 23, And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 24, speak unto the congregation, saying, get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. Verse 25, and Moses rose up and went unto the Dathan and Abiram, and to the elders, and the elders of Israel followed him.
All right, so these brothers were the ones who was trying to come up against him. It was Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. All right, these are the brothers who, they was like prominent people inside of Israel. All right, so they was like famous, and people respected them inside of Israel. So a lot of the people would listen to them. All right, when they were saying to come up against Moses, and to a lot of people listen. So Most High told them that they all need to go to the tabernacle. All right, keep reading.
Verse 26, and he spake unto the congregation, saying, depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest ye be consumed in all their sins.
So the Lord is telling them, telling everybody else, look, stay away from these men. These three brothers right here, y'all need to stay away from them. And anybody who following them, y'all need to, stay away from them, man, or y'all gonna be destroyed also. Because they sinful men, and you don't need to be around them and doing anything that they tell y'all to do, or y'all gonna suffer the same consequences that they gonna suffer. All right, keep reading.
Verse 27, so they get up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram on every side. And Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives, and their sons, and their little children.
So they, these three brothers, they just had, at first they had a whole, how many people they had with them? It was 200? It was like 200 and some people they had with them that were trying to come up against Moses. Let me see. Yeah, I think it was like 200 or something. But it'll say it eventually. Yeah. But yeah, they had like 200 something brothers and sisters coming up against them. So he was like, man, all y'all need to stay away from them. But everybody, all the people staying with them right here was their sons, their daughters, and their wives. All right. So is that it on that?
Verse 28. And Moses said, hereby ye shall know that the Lord hath sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of mine own mind.
So he's telling them that, go ahead, sister.
So like I was going to say, is it, it says it in chapter 16 too, that they had 250 princes.
Okay. Yeah, 250. Yeah, 250 people with him. All right. And, the Lord was telling, and Moses was telling them, man, look, y'all, today, y'all gonna find out today. All right. You don't know, you're gonna find out today who the Lord is with. All right. So Moses trying to let them know what was gonna happen, but they needed to see it in the Lord. He already knew once the Lord told them to separate themselves away from them, that he already knew something was finna go down. All right. Let's read in the Hebrew.
Now it's Numbers chapter 16 and verse 29 in the Hebrew. Kamwath, Call, Ha-Adam, Yamathwan, Allah, Wapa, Quadath, Call, Ha-Adam, Yapaquadah, Al Yahum, La'ah, Yahweh. Shalak, Nayah, verse 30. Wa'am, Baryah, Barya'ah, Yabar'ah, Yahweh. Wapatazapha, Ha'adamah, Ath, Payah, Wapa, Slaki, Wabala'ai, Atham, Wa'ath, Call, Ashar, Laham, Wayar, Dawa, Kaya, Yum, Sha'Allah, Wayada, it's like it, Wayada Itham, Kaya, Na'atazawa, Ha'anash, it's like it, Ha'anash, Yum, Allah, Af, Yahweh, verse 20, it's like verse 31. Waya Haya, Ka Ka Thawa, La Dabar, Af, Ka Hadabar Yum, Ha Allah, Watha Bakwai, Ha Adama, Ashar, Fakaf Yahum, verse 32. Wathap Fakak, it's like it, Wathap Fakak, Ha Arataza, Af, Paya, Watha Balai, Athum, Wa'ath, Bath Yahum, Wa'ath, Call, Ha Adamah, it's like it, Ha Adam, Ashar, Lakwarak, Wa'ath, Call, Harak Wash, it's like it, Harak Wash, verse 33. Wayaradwa, Hum, Wakal, Ashar, Lahum, Kaya, Yum, Sha'al, Watha, it's like it, Wathakasa, Al Yahum, Ha'arakza, Waya Abadwa, Mathawak, Hakwa, it's like it, Hakwa Hala, verse 34. Wakal, Yasha Allah, Ashar, Shabai, Yab, Thayahum, Nasawa, Lakwalam, Kaya, Amarwa, Pan, Thaba La'ainwa, Ha'arataza, verse 35,
Where you started?
28, 29.
29.
Yeah. Wa'ash,
Where you through 35?
Wa'ash, Yataza'a, Ma'ath, Yahweh, Wa'ath, it's like it, Wafa, Call, Ath, Hakamashim, Mama Afyam, Ayash, Makwar, Yabya, Yabaya, Hakwar, Hakwat, Rath.
All right, so we're gonna read it in English, verse 29 in the English.
This is Numbers, chapter 16 and verse 29 in the English. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord have not sent me.
All right, so they like if they live exceedingly long life, or just a regular life and die of natural causes, well, that's gonna let you know that the Lord ain't sent me. All right, keep reading.
Verse 30. But if the Lord make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into a pit, then ye shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord.
All right, so it's like if they die, a long life and live happily ever after, and die, in old age, then the Lord ain't sent me. But if they die today, and the Lord opened up the earth and just swallowed them in the earth and all of their belongings, all of their family, everybody else, then you know that they provoked the Lord. They did this to themselves. All right, the Lord is going to either kill them today, or if he not with them, he's going to kill them today. But if the Lord if the Lord is with them, then he'll let them live a long, prosperous life. Or if the Lord is with me, he's going to kill them today for playing with me. All right, keep reading.
Verse 31. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them.
So soon as he got through saying that the Lord is going to do a new thing and swallow up open up the earth and swallow them up inside of the earth. Well, it started to happen. The ground started to crack, and the ground started to open up. All right, keep reading.
Verse 32. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that appertaineth unto Korah, and all their goods.
So a big earthquake came, and then it opened up the earth, and then all of their stuff was just falling inside of these. Now what they call them, like, I just seen one yesterday on TikTok. When the earth be opened, not a landslide, sinkhole. Big old sinkhole just came and just started taking all their houses, then started taking all their church, and then everybody started falling inside of these sinkholes. All right, keep reading.
Verse 34. 33. Verse 33. They and all that pertained unto them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed up, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation.
So now it opened up, they fell inside, and then the Lord closed it back up. Boom. So now they just trapped inside of the earth. All right, dead. They made their own burial spot. All right, keep reading.
Verse 34. And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, lest the earth swallow us up also.
So now everybody else started running and getting away, because they didn't want to fall inside of this same thing. And the same thing that happened to them. So everybody started to run and get away. Keep reading.
Verse 35. And there came out a fire from the Lord and consumed the 250 men that offered an incense.
So those 250 men, like the sister was saying, there was 250 men that was with them at first, right? And it was so they was like those 250 men that was with them at first, but the Lord finna kill them too. They ain't getting away either. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord killed them too. All right, keep reading.
Verse 36. And the Lord spake unto Moses. Oh, Slack it. You want me to keep reading?
Yeah, reading.
All right. Slack, give me 1 second because it's not labeled correctly. Okay. All right, this is Numbers chapter 16 and verse 36 in the Hebrew. Wayadabar, Yahweh, all, Mashah, La Amar, verse 37. Amar, all, Al-Izar, Ban, Aharon, Hakahan, Wayarum, Ath, Hamak, Slaki, Hamakath, Hamak.
Oh, I'm sorry. What verse is it?
Verse 37.
You 37?
First line.
Hold on. I ain't got on 37.
I know this not labeled right. This is verse 37, but it's not labeled right.
So was it on 2? Or is it
It's
not
under
on here
2.
at all?
It's under 2.
What you say here?
It's the beginning of the second line.
Say it again.
It's Hamakafafa.
Oh, okay, right down now. I got you. Hamak Tata.
Hamakfafa. Mabayan. Hashara. Haslaki. Hashara. Wa'ath. Ha'ash. Zara. Hala'ah. Kaya. Quadashwa. Verse 38. Ath. Makathwath. Hakata Ayam. Ha'ala. Banapash. Thumb. Wa'aishwa. A thumb. Rakwa Ayat. Pakayam. Tazapawaya. Lamazabak. Kaya. Hakwar. Yabum. Lapanya. Yahweh. Waya Kwadashwa. Waya Hayawa.
You started at 35, right?
Gun. La Awaf. Labanya. Yasha Allah. Verse 39. Waya Kwak. Allah Zayar. Allah Salakia. Alaizar. Hakahan. Ath. Makathwa. Hanashath. Ashar. Hakwar. Yabwa. Yabawa. Salaki. Hashar. Payam. Wayar. Kwa Iwam. Taza Poya. Lamazabak. Verse 40. Zakaran. Labanya. Yasha Allah. Lama'ain. Ashar. La'at. Yakwarab. Ayash. Zara. Slaki. Zar. Ashar. La'at. Mazarai. Aharan. Hawa'ah. Lahaqua. Tayar. Quatarath. Lapanya. Yahweh. Wala'ah. Yahayaha. Quarak. Waka Idathwa. Ka Ashar. Dabar. Yahweh. Bayad. Mashah. Wala. Verse 41. Verse 41. Wayalanwa. Call. Idath. Banya, Yasha'ala, Mama, Karath, Al, Mashah, Wa'al, Aharon, La Amar, Ath, that's like a thumb, Hamathum, Ath, Aimah, Yahweh.
All right, read it in English.
This Numbers chapter 16 and verse 36 in the English. And Moses spake unto Moses, saying, verse 37, speak unto Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, that he take up the censers out of the burning and scatter thou the fire yonder, for they are hallowed. Verse 38.
So he's telling them, all the people who, all right, so these brothers had censers, right? It was 250 brothers had censers. And the Lord burned them with fire. He set fire down and burned up all these brothers who had these 250 censers. But he told the priest to go, Eleazar, the son of Aaron, to go out there and get all of those censers. Right, that they were just sitting there burning with the censers in their hand. So he was like, go get all them censers and return them. All right, keep it.
Verse 38. The censers of these sinners is against, it's like it. The censers of these sinners against their own souls, let them make them broad plates for a covering of the altar.
So he told them to go get all of these censers, and then we're going to make plates out of these censers. We're going to mill them down and make gold plates out of these censers. All right, keep it.
For they offered them before the Lord, therefore they are hallowed, and they shall be a sign unto the children of Israel.
All right, keep it.
Verse 39.
That was cold blooded too.
God.
Keep it.
And Eleazar the priest took the brazen censers wherewith they that were burnt had offered, and they were made broad plates for a covering of the altar. Verse 40. To be a memorial unto the children of Israel, that no stranger which is not of the seed of Aaron come near to offer incense before the Lord, that he be not as Korah and not Sakit, and as his company, as the Lord said unto him by the hand of Moses.
All right, so he didn't want anybody who wasn't priest to even bring up censers and try to offer up incense to the Lord. All right, keep it.
Verse 41. But on the morrow, all the congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron, saying, Ye have killed the people of the Lord.
So now they try to put those deaths, Korah, those 250 people who the Lord burned, they try to put all of those deaths on Moses and say Moses is the reason why all of them is dead. Not by them trying to come up against Moses is why they did. They're saying that Moses is the cause of them for being dead, for being killed. All right, keep reading.
Back to the Hebrew.
Oh, is that it?
Good.
Okay, that's it. So in essence, that's what's going on. They're trying to blame Moses for them being destroyed instead of looking at themselves and all the evil stuff that they was doing, even trying to come up against Moses, as the reason why that they was being destroyed, and we still do that to this day. We still, like a brother asked a question, was this still going on today? Yes. Everything that happens inside of the Bible that you see ain't nothing new under the sun. All right. So we still have these same behaviors. It all boils down to us serving other gods. Everything, everything that we do, it all boils down to us serving other gods in the eyes of the Lord. So, the behaviors haven't changed at all. The behaviors haven't changed. It's just that the people change. But we still do the same behavior. That's just so. Yeah. Well, okay. Okay. Okay, come back in a minute. Let's see what's up. right, so yeah, so it's all everything under the sun. Everything's still happening. That's inside the scriptures. It's different people, and but the same spirit behind all the stuff that they was doing then. Well, it's the same spirit behind all the stuff we doing today. So ain't nothing changed. We still the same people. We just following the spirit of the people from back in the day. That's all. The only difference is we got different names, and what I'm saying, we're in different areas, but the spirit behind everything that we do is the exact same behind the reason why they was doing their stuff. All right. That's just who we are as a people. The children of Israel, we are the children of Israel. So we have the same behaviors as the children of Israel got. It ain't gonna change until we change. All right. So the only way it can change is when we start serving our God. They wasn't serving their God because of all the reasons why we ain't serving our God. All right, it's the exact same thing. You can write, you have something you want to write?
No, it's a lot. I was just trying to organize this. I figured it out.
Oh, okay. But y'all got any more questions by the time? Sister, y'all got a question by the time?
You can answer.
All right. With that, Amaja, Miss Stan. When y'all hop down, Miss turn and face the east. I'm gonna say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanaw.
Abanaw.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shakah. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakukah.
Malakukah.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratzazayah.
Ratzazayah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ma'aratzazah.
Ma'aratzazah.
Kawah.
Kawah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Dananaw.
Dananaw.
Kam.
Kam.
Kol.
Kam.
Wam. Wasalaknawa.
Wasalaknawa.
Wafnawa.
Wasalaknawa.
Wasalaknawa. Kabawafiyanawa.
Kabawafiyanawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Kabayanawa.
Kabayanawa.
Wanasayawan.
Wanasayawan.
Abal.
Abal.
Kawashanawa.
Kawashanawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Right.
Right.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Lakat.
Lakat.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Awa'ala.
Waha'ala.
Salakia. Wahata para.
Wahata para.
Abalami.
Abalami.
Aman.
Amen. The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us our debts. Forgive our debtors. It's not into temptation. Deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, ever. So be it. Sar means the turn. All right. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. I'm going to show you how to do the salute. I don't know if anybody showed you. All right. Amam Shabbat means step out, put your hand behind your back. All right. Amaja means step back in. Barak means put your hand on your chest. And then we say, Yahweh.
Hashem Yahweh.
I'm going to slow it down so the person gets it. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem. Yahweh Shah. Barakatah. All right. Then Amaja, then put your hands down. All right. Sar means to turn. We're going to turn and face the sisters, right? We're going to give the sisters a courtesy salute. All right. Amam Shabbat, then put your hand behind your back. Step out, put your hand behind your back. Amaja, just come back in. Barak. All right. Then we say Yahweh. Shamar. Al. Athan. Bahashem. Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh, Shamar, Alathan, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah.
All right. Sar, means turn. Keep your hands up. Yaj Matak. His hands down. Dismiss. All right. That's it. Cut the shot. Y'all got it? You think you got it? Got it a little bit?